Merry Christmas, everybody. Yes, it is Friday, the 25th of December, and here we are with the morning sports briefing. Yes, we come to you 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Well, sorry, I have missed a couple, but that's the intention. So do join us at 7 a.m. every single morning for your best way to start the day up to speed with all the important sports news. And in the news today, we'll bring you up to date with the cricket because what's it called again? I've gone blank. The Dream 11 Super Smash has started with 2 games between Auckland and Wellington down in Wellington at the Basin Reserve yesterday. In rugby, Australia have appointed their new CEO in the NBA. Steve Adams has got off to a winning start. And one of the promising or up-and-coming cyclists in women's cycling for New Zealand has announced the team that she'll be cycling for next season after her team this year collapsed when their sponsor went into liquidation. So let's kick off with that cricket news. And down in Wellington, the first game was between the Auckland Hearts and the Wellington Blaze in the women's competition. Auckland went into bat first. And the Wellington bowlers really had the upper hand, restricting the Hearts to just 92 for 9 off their 20 overs. At least they got to bat out the full lot of overs. 3 wickets there for Kerr, and who also had a economy rate of 2.75, which is amazing at the T20 level. Wellington Blaze then really made short work of knocking off those runs, chasing down that target and scoring 94 in 10.4 overs. Green scored 30 and joined by Kerr, who scored 58. So not only did Kerr lead the bowling, but she also led the batting as well. So good victory there for the Wellington Blaze to kick off their season, and making an early statement they're going to be one of the teams to beat by the looks of things. That was followed up by the men's event and again, Auckland batted first. The men made a better fist of it, scoring 176 in their 20 overs for the loss of 3 wickets. Sean Salaya with 75 really anchored the innings in that one. None of the bowlers really got much control. Young Husband at least went for just over 6 and over, but all the other bowlers, didn't really have much control. When Wellington went in and really they got a supercharged start by Finn Allen, who scored 53 runs off just 23 balls. That's right, a strike rate of 230. Really gave them a good start. Troy Johnson then scored 50 and not out. He's batted through the innings to hold things together. He did lose a few partners along the way, but Wellington chased down the target with off 19.1 overs, so 5 balls to spare there as they made it through. Again, the bowlers didn't get much control there, and no one took enough wickets to really put Wellington under pressure. So congratulations to Wellington for winning, taking the wins in both the men's and the women's Super Smash to kick off that season. Moving on to the rugby, and the new Rugby Australia CEO will be Sanzar boss Andy Marinos. An interesting appointment, has had some mixed reactions on Twitter as leadership at Sanzar has not been noted for being proactive or communicating well either. So clearly an interesting appointment there. McLean, the chairman of Rugby Australia, said that his rugby to the core. He's got impeccable global relations within the game, which will be also that he gets the changing media landscape as well as grassroots rugby and everything in between. Interesting one when you think about the declining crowds and also the other pieces and also attendance or interest in Super Rugby. But hey, there we go. Merry Christmas, Hugh Rothwell, who's joined me in the live chat. And yes, you can join me in the live chat at 7 a.m. every morning on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter. Also, you can listen to the podcast, the recording that we put out as well. So lots of ways you can listen to New Zealand Sport Radio. Over in the NBA, and Stephen Adams, obviously the Kiwi basketball player, has made his debut for the New Orleans Pelicans this year. He scored 8 points and 8 rebounds as the Pelicans won 113-99 against the Toronto Raptors in their opening game of the NBA. So a good start for the Pelicans this season. Obviously, I think I mentioned there were 13 games in the NBA yesterday, so we can't go through all of the results in that one. But the Boston Celtics also beat the Milwaukee Bucks 122-121. Yeah, close game there. Bit of a cracker in that one. But yes, a plethora of games will keep you up to date with how Steve Adams and the Pelicans go during the season. Moving on then into the cycling, and Kiwi cyclist Michaela Harvey, who's 22 from Wanaka, who had really a breakout season this season. As I say, her Paula Carr team went collapsed in October, and which meant that all the riders there were looking for new contracts for this year and weren't able to race at the latter part of the season either. But Michaela has signed up with Canyon SRAM, which is one of the top teams in the Women's World Tour. So congratulations to her. She signed a 2-year deal there, and that's a cracking team that she has joined. And we wish her the best of luck in the 2021 season with Canyon SRAM. You have now started the day the best way, up to speed with all of the important sports news. Don't forget, folks, that tomorrow we'll obviously have the Boxing Day tests kicking off in both New Zealand and Australia. I'll be honest, I'm not quite sure what sports news there will be around for me to talk about tomorrow morning, but I will be back at 7 a.m. helping you start your day the best way, up to speed with all of the important sports news. Have a wonderful day, folks, and don't forget those people who are on their own at Christmas. Give them a call, get in touch with them. It can be a very lonely time for some people, but I do hope you are not having a lonely time and also enjoy your Christmas day.